Where you get your beats? HustleDreamProduction.
All right, so the way I'm gonna attack this haircut is I'm gonna cut a lot of the bulk off first. All right, I want to get it down to a length where I can manage it, right? It's not gonna be the final shape. This is just the shape that I'm giving it initially to knock off majority of the bulk. I'm not using a guard. I'm basically freehanding. The reason why I'm not using a guard because I don't want the guard to snag and pull and just make my client's experience uncomfortable. So just freehand. I got the lever fully open, and I'm just knocking off as much bulk as I can. Still keeping in mind he still wants some length like a mini fro. So now that I've removed a lot of the bulk, I'm gonna re-pick it out and reshape it. Next, I'm gonna move on and give my client the taper. I'm gonna give him a mid burst taper. I'm gonna start by using my balders, which is my trimmers, and setting in my bald line in a triangle-like shape. So after that, what we're gonna do is stack guidelines around this triangle-like shape. So I went and grabbed my clippers with the lever open, and I'm going up about a 1/2 inch, making sure I maintain that shape as much as possible, only using my corners. Now putting on the one guard with the lever open, I'm doing the same exact thing, going up about a 1/2 inch, trying to maintain that triangle-like shape as much as possible, making sure that I comb the hair down as I go using my corners and not trying to, set in the guideline too harsh. I'm kind of scooping out into the afro. So now I'm gonna attack that middle line by just softening it up. All I did was close the lever on that one guard, and I'm just kind of flicking out that middle line, knowing that it's not gonna take it out fully. I'm just softening it up to come behind it with the next step. So now that I have that middle line softened up as much as possible, I'm gonna come behind it with the zero guard with the lever fully closed, and in a flick out motion, I'm just flicking out that middle line, starting below the line, flicking to the line, and making sure I use my corners the entire time. So I always like to take baby steps. So what the zero guard closed couldn't take out, I come behind it with the lever open, and I just detail as I go. Now there's two ways to attack this bottom line. You could either, close the lever fully closed and in a flick out motion, flick it out, and then open the lever as you go higher. Or you could do what you've been doing, soften the line up, set the lever in the middle, soften it up first, and then close it, and then take it out fully. All right, it really is up to you on how you want to take it out. So next, I'm just gonna detail the blend a little bit more. I see some bulk areas in the top where I could perfect it. I have on my 2 guard, and I'm just trying to perfect the blend as much as possible. Detailing is important. It's the last steps you take to really get the blend as good as possible, right? What I like to do is I like to refer to the mirror, because the mirror shows you a different perspective on the blend than just seeing it head on. If you don't have access to a mirror, look away from the blend, come back to it, and just detail as you go. Get in those areas where you see bulk. Now, as far as the back goes, I use the same exact steps. For me, it's a lot easier because there's a lot more room to work with. To step up your speed, you should be knowing these steps by heart, right? That's gonna get you quicker at cutting hair. That way you won't have to think about what to do next. You'll just attack it. So my guidelines are always the same. Bald line, lever open, one guard open. Either take out the bulk right away, or I could just blend back down with the zero guard closed, take out that bottom line, then focus on the bulk at the top. And lastly, detail. This is with every single hair texture. You want to make sure that you create a system that, you stick with. You don't want to go be all over the place doing, different things on different people. Just stick with it and you'll get faster at cutting hair. So after that, I like to focus on all of the edges around my client's head. What you want to do is you want to shape the bottom half. That way hair isn't overlapping. What I like to do is I like to shape it, making sure those hairs don't overlap the lineup. And then I like to bring the tip down to a 1.5. Now, I'm not separating the hair. I'm really blending it all into each other. You know what I mean? You don't want to make it like it's a disconnect between the fro and the lineup. So make sure that you just blend it all together. So after that, I'm gonna give my client the final shape with my curved shears. So if you're a beginner at cutting hair, I would suggest stay away from enhancements, because your 1 year is not gonna look like your 5 years cutting, right? You're gonna get way better. So you don't wanna put enhancements on your first year of cutting, because it's just not gonna look as good, all right? You wanna perfect the cut as much as possible before you start using enhancements. But to anybody out there that's wondering what my mix is, what kind of enhancements I use Kiss Express Black 98, right? I use a 50-50% ratio, and I mix it with alcohol. 50% alcohol, 50% Kiss Express. So my client wanted it curl sponged on top. So with his type of texture, you kind of gotta, start it, So I'm misting the hair with water, putting some gel in my client's hair. I'm gonna, sponge it and dry it at the same time. He has like my texture, so for some reason the sponge just doesn't do it alone. So you have to put something in your client's hair to make it curl. Listen, let me tell you why they call me 360. When they sit in my chair, I spin them in a full 360, and they come out looking like
Got this! Got this! Got this! Yeah!
YouTube, this is the cut. And if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, HustleDreamProduction, that's my brother. He does all my beats. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. Make sure you guys go give him a follow. Also, if you want to know where you can find any tools that you've seen in this video, links will be in the description below. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My TikTok is official360Jeezy and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. But it's your boy 360Jeezy, and I'm out of here.